Hey guys, it's Carlos CC with a review of the Olight Arkfeld. This happens to be the titanium one. They call it Winter 3. I don't know if they're going to come out with more titanium ones with different names. This one is the first titanium Arkfeld they have made. As soon as it got announced, I was like, I'm buying that. I bought it for $106. And then the next day after I bought it, they lowered the price to like $90. So that was kind of a little bit upsetting, but I get it. They gotta do their marketing and all that. I've been carrying this Olight for 2 weeks. Fit and finish wise, it is your standard Olight. It is basically great. It is 9.5 out of 10 in terms of fit and finish. The pocket clip, it might look a little cheap on photos, but it's got great tension. It feels quality. It doesn't look it from photos and stuff, but it's great quality. The fit and finish, all the gaps, all the lines, it wasn't scratched out of the box or anything like that. The button feels great. Everything that is fit and finish was done to Olight standards, which are pretty great. After fit and finish, I'd like to give you guys some measurements on the light. It is 4.25 inches long, just shy of an inch wide, and just a little over half an inch on the thickest part of the light. This thing fits great in the pocket, 3/4 on the fat part. This thing carries great in the pocket. I wear Levi's most of the time. I'm a construction worker. I daily this in a warehouse putting up LED lights, and it gets dark because you're the one putting up the lights. So I've been using the Winter 3 to light things up, and because the lights are high up in a warehouse, I also use this to point at things to make sure I'm placing the lights and outlets and all that in the right spot. So in terms of carryability and EDC, I think it's good. Now, in terms of the features it gives you a magnetic charger, which is great. You can also put these on a magnetic surface and it will stay there. This one's a little heavier than their aluminum counterpart, and I actually stopped. They also make a copper one, but I stopped making copper ones because I have different copper ones. On the copper ones, they're so heavy sometimes it would fall off whatever I magnetized it to, so I stopped buying copper ones. Okay, after the measurements, there's some size comparisons. This is next to the Baton 2. I think the Baton 3 is out now, which is fine. This one has 1100 lumens, but it feels a lot brighter actually than the Arkfeld. This one does have a reverse clip, so you can clip it to the rim of your hat. But size is basically kind of the same. Like thickness wise, is about the same, and in this way the Arkfeld wins on the sides that go in your pocket, but lengthwise is also about the same. So yeah, I guess I don't know what the specs on the Baton 3 are, but they're probably better than the 2. So the Baton is brighter, and it's about the same footprint, but it doesn't have a laser, and the form factor is basically what they've been doing for a while. This is an older Olight, the SR1. This is not rechargeable or anything. This is an Ectech D25A. I bought it because Nick Shabazz recommended it highly, and I did love it for a long time, but it's now kind of obsolete. 20-volt light, don't have the battery on it. But this one's also close to the price as the Arkfeld, but it's not titanium, and it doesn't have as much lumens, and the CRI is way off. Like the light is super yellow. But I just wanted to show you guys that that's way more for your money than this, and this you don't even get a battery with it. You're gonna have to buy your own battery, and it's great for work, and I don't mind if it gets tossed around and it falls on the floor and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want me to review something like this, because I will. Final size comparison. This is a PM2 when it's closed. There's a PM2 when it's open. And this is the thickness of a PM2. Let's keep talking about the features. So it's got a pocket clip that works really well, and it's got enough tension on it. You can clip it to your pocket, or sometimes I clip it to my EDC pouch. But I'm not nervous that this is gonna fall out of the pouch or my pocket, as long as it's clipped. If you just have it in there, it might fall out. So make sure you clip it, because this is an expensive flashlight. $100 is $100. Then moving up the light, you see these 4 lights here tells you how much battery it has. I have about half percentage of the battery. So all you have to do is turn on the light, and it will tell you how much battery you have left. Or you can turn on the laser. So keep moving up on that. You have this rotation device here, this wheel, selection wheel. I've been fidgeting with this a lot. To me, a fidget factor is a feature, because I'm a fidgety person. So inside your pocket or outside your pocket, you're just fidgeting with this. I fidget with knives a lot, but this is good too. Moving on from that, you have your lens, which is high quality. Olight uses great lenses. And then on top of that lens, you got a aluminum vessel, which is great to protect the lens so it doesn't scratch or crack. Then you have the green laser, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I don't know if I can point that at the lens. There it is. It's pretty cool. So I've been pointing at things and stuff at work with my laser. It's been making things really fun. You turn off the laser, and then you turn the wheel to the light, and if you press and hold, you have like 1 lumen, which we usually call moonlight, and then you press and hold again, and you get low, then you get medium, and then you get high. I believe high is 500 to 600 lumens. I'll write the lumens right here. And then if you double press, boom, double press, you get turbo, which is 1000 lumens. And then if you triple press, you get strobe, so watch out for that. So there's strobe. So it's the usual mechanism that Olights use. I never even read the manual or nothing. I just grabbed it and went on about my day, because the Olights are pretty much all the same. Okay, so another positive about this thing, it is the unique form factor. When I first saw this, I thought it was like a remote or something. I'm like, why does that guy have a remote on his EDC dump? And then I looked at it again, and boom, it was an Olight, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool flashlight. Then I saw that it had a green laser, and I thought, well, I want a green laser. And so the form factor was what was great to me. Just the fact that it was different from your cylindrical Olights that you've been having forever, with a different knurling or different here and there, but basically the same Olight over and over and over, or the same flashlight. I mean, they all look like either a lightsaber or whatever. This is an ECTAC D25A. It's also in titanium. This is polished titanium. This is like bead blasted titanium. But the form factor was what was great to me, and the fact that it was flat. It is not super flat, but it's still flat enough that I can carry it well. It's still thicker than most of my knives. I carry Spyderco's, so it's still a little bit thicker than most of my knives. But this bump here is outside of your pocket, so really you should be comparing it to this, which is just barely thicker than Spyderco. The battery is another feature that's good about it. I've been carrying it for 2 weeks and using it at the job site and playing with it and messing with it and making videos about it, and I still have half the battery, which, I mean, I should charge it today, but I'm gonna keep using it until it dies, and that way I have a good idea of how long this flashlight will last before it dies. On the negatives, 1000 lumens is kind of underwhelming, and it doesn't have a way to make it a headlamp. For example, this guy, this is an SR1 baton. This guy has this clip here, so you can clip it to a hat pretty easily. You can't do that with this guy. And another thing is just 1000 lumens is kind of underwhelming. And I realized that recently they had a little bit of trouble with their flashlights, and they had to do like a recall, and they gave people back their money or give them credit or whatever. They even allowed you to keep it as long as you didn't sue them or something, which is good. Companies should be responsible for their products rather than like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I think they did the best thing they could do, which was a recall. I mean, recalls are expensive for companies, and they went ahead and they did a recall in order to save their butts. I think that is a reason why this Olight has less lumens than you would imagine for a modern full-size EDC flashlight. But 1,000 lumens is enough for me on my daily task, so I'll leave with that. In conclusion, what I recommend is, yeah, if you like the form factor and you need a laser, grab one. That's why I grabbed it. I don't need a laser, but a laser is nice to have in my profession. But anyway, like and subscribe if you guys like the review. Follow me on IG, and I hope you have a great day.